Oh, it's early, headed to work. Actually headed to pick up Dad. Then we're gonna head to work. Dad's gonna drag for me again today. I'm actually releasing yesterday's video this morning because we were up cutting on the river last night. Bram was up there with me. He was with the dozer doing some dozer work, opening up that road. And I meant to get some, a little bit of footage of him working that dozer, but I get so tired. The last thing on my mind is filming. But then I get mad at myself because I didn't, because I'm like, man, that'd actually been pretty good to have on video. So, sound like it was rolling back there. But either way, yeah, enjoy the video, because it's not really today's video, it's yesterday's video today. And we'll try to have something more for you tomorrow, because me and Brandon still have some dozer stuff to do up there. So, yeah, check all that out. The new Logger Threads worker high-vis shirts are in. I was actually wearing one yesterday up on the river working, because I change clothes twice a day right now because I soak them in sweat. Nasty, I know, but true. But yeah, we've been sending a lot of them out. Been sending a lot of them to Canada, a lot of them to Washington and Oregon. Right now, that's the three biggest. Alberta, Canada, to be exact. Alberta, or it probably was Oregon, Alberta, Washington are the three top places we're sending stuff right now with Logger Threads. So definitely check those out. Give them a look. I think everybody who tries them is going to like those. Kind of like the rest. It's just like the rest of our stuff we've come out with. It's all top of the line American-made stuff. No shortcuts. So check all that out. Enjoy the video. We'll see you guys later. I never thought I'd see this. Dad's running a log skidder. He's going to drag logs for me today. I went down here just a little bit ago and kind of opened this road up. That way you wouldn't have any trouble getting in and out. Dad's a little rusty. He ain't been on a skidder in quite some time. It's not that he's never ran one. He used to run them all the time when he worked by himself, but you know, that's been several years. I don't know that he's ever run the skidder here before. Kind of a role reversal. It used to be me, it used to be me on the skidder. And Dad walking behind or in front. Now it's the other way around. Got kind of a steep hill here. See how he navigates it. And Dad's getting along pretty good. I told the landowner I'd make him a road up this draw here, which I'll rough it in with the skidder like you see here. This is only the second pass made over it. But I'll come back with a skid steer and I'll do all the finesse work. Make him a good road, that way he can run up this draw. Some pretty good trees in here. Of course, I took one out on my way out after I'd come down in here. Another tight deck area. You're going to have to go with the skid steer here in just a bit probably, because all these trees are pretty tall on this job. So they take up a lot of room pretty fast. This will be a good road when we're done with it. Like I said, I'll put the bucket on the cat and come down here and smooth everything out and put some water bars in. It's kind of a natural drainage here anyway, so those water bars kind of help things out a little bit with erosion. Which we don't have a whole lot of dirt in this part of the world anyway. It's mainly rock. So erosion's usually not too big of a factor down in here, but it can be at times in places. Alright, we got a bunch up here. Let's see how Dad's gonna approach it. Tall trees. See if he can snake them out of here. Like I said, Dad's a little rusty. He'll get the hang of it pretty quick though. He used to drag a lot of logs, but it's like anything. If you go a while without doing it, you kind of lose your edge. And I bet there's 60 foot of log there. Yeah, Dad, he'll He'll be back going by the end of the day, full tilt. Like I said, it's kind of odd to see Dad on the skidder, not me. For years, I mean, this is all I've known is me being on that skidder and Dad here on the ground with the saw, cutting trees and waiting on me with the skidder. So it's a little different role reversal, to say the least. I know Dad told me yesterday he wanted to come to work with me today, and I'm always happy to have Dad to work with me. I know this heat, it's hard on everybody, so Dad doesn't come to work every day right now in the summer, nor do I want him to. And we won't work very long down here today. We'll work a while, and I'll head up to the river this afternoon, because I'm still young and stupid and don't have any common sense when it comes to taking care of myself. But when he comes back, we'll try to grab these two here, these tall ones. I gotta get them bucked. Oh. What's he doing there? I think he was choked back a little far on that log, so it might give him some fits if he's got to make some hard turns. But other than that, he shouldn't have any problems. We'll just, later today, we'll probably take the road on down through here and run the length of this draw, because there's some more good walnut down through here. There's some, like I said, really good oak. That's a heck of a red oak right there. We're not cutting any oak per landowner's request. Now I was reading the comments like I usually do. I don't always read them in time or get back to people in a timely manner. But somebody said something along the lines about how we were doing the landowner, I think a disfavor by only cutting the walnut and not cutting anything else. And that's the thing about logging. It's different all over the country. Where a lot of you guys got a lot of oak timber and pine timber, we don't. Our oak's junk. We don't have, this is mainly cattle country, row crop country, so the timber's spotty at best. So we do have a lot of walnut. We are blessed with an abundance of walnut, but a lot of times, you know, we'll pull onto jobs for 10 trees where a lot of people wouldn't even blink an eye to go somewhere for 10 trees. Well, we will. It's a little different. So logging's different all around the country. I always get cracked up when people start talking and they just talk. They don't know the facts or anything. But that's part of it, though. I mean, it's like I said, it's different all over the country. Logging is different all over the world, how it's done. The last 5 or 6 years, I've learned a ton about logging, just because I've kind of got outside of Southwest Missouri here and talked to a lot of people and seen different operations. And so, yeah, it's a totally different deal wherever you go. I'm going to go ahead and buck this one up, or get it topped off. That way Dad can back up and grab it and go. We got that good one there to reach up and get. He can just back up there and grab it. It's already cut off. And I'll get this one, and I'm going to go on down the draw here and get a few more. I got Dad down here pushing a treetop out from around a couple walnut trees. Tree I fell earlier. I'm sitting down. There's a tree in my way. I'm getting kind of fatigued. He's gonna get that top pushed out. That's a pretty good tree there. Pretty good tree, tall, some size to it. We're gonna run this road right on down that draw. Cut one here just a bit ago, and got when I was pouring it out, I got hung up. I had to get another saw to cut myself out, and it was my own stupidity. I didn't judge the lean of the tree properly when I was boring it. Said when you get tired, you start kind of slipping up a little bit, and that's what I did. That's what I did. All right, working second shift up here on the river job. Worked down there cutting walnut this morning. We come in, left that job, about 11:15. I was about spent then. And come in, I ate a little bit of lunch and took a couple hour nap. And Brandon, he's out there working on the road with the dozer right now, widening it. Now this is the maple I cut yesterday, or excuse me, I barked yesterday. Just getting around to cutting it this morning, or this afternoon. I'm delirious. I'm already soaked through. Been working on, cut a real good bur oak there. First tree I cut was that good bur oak. A good tall, clean tree. Of course, this monster maple right here. it cut pretty good. Yeah, kind of a slouch job of cutting there. I know I'm already getting dull. It doesn't take long cutting this stuff up here to get dull. This maple here, it's showing a little bad in the butt. Not terrible. This other one will have to take off 3 or 4 foot of it. It's in there somewhere. Somewhere it's in there, but yeah, I like cutting this maple. From a young age, my dad always told me to be careful cutting maple and ash. He always said it'd get you, and of course, you know, when you're a young kid, you kind of got these ideas in your head what it means to get you. But, you know, it's brittle and bust easy, so you always want to make sure you get your heart cut out of it, which, like I said, I'm not telling anybody how to cut their timber or anything, 'cause I'm not a teacher by any means, but yeah, I always just try to get my heart cut out real good, make sure I've always got my heartwood cut out, and some of this stuff that leans hard, it can be a little trickier. But yeah, it's pretty good timber. It sucked having to walk back in here so far. What'll be bad is I have to go back out here in a second to get my gas and oil, but yeah, it feels good to be back at going round 2 today. I mean, I was totally exhausted after this morning. Totally exhausted, and got to do it all again tomorrow. And of course, be back up here again tomorrow evening, so it's a vicious cycle, but at least cutting trees like this, I mean, your footage adds up real fast. There's probably pushing, I'd say in that maple right there, we're probably pushing 800 feet in it. So yeah, on these first 4 trees I've cut, we're easily up around 2,000 feet of logs. So it makes it nice when you can run footage fast. So now I've kind of cooled down a little bit. Let's snake on up here and cut a few more of these. I'm going to top this, get this top cut off this big boy here. Then we'll go up here and see if we can't get a few more of these suckers down.